What's up, repair guy? How you doing, buddy? Oh, just fucking around, hanging out with the fish, looking at them, seeing how much I gotta clean up. Not as bad as usual, but it does need to be cleaned. Yeah, he's a good-looking fish. He's getting fucking huge. He uh he hits the food sometimes on the top of the water like a like a bass would hit a top water lure. It's fucking funny until he gets water on the floor. But I think he bumped his head on the cross brace. He had a mark a few last week that was there for a couple days. Oh, the ranchus are good looking fish. Yeah, I need to get a bigger tank for him. This is just the 75 right now. But he's about 9 inches, so I'd like to get at least a 125 and maybe get another Oscar and a Beischer or something for the bottom. But for now, just him in this. I got a 70-gallon corner tank downstairs, but there's people moving around and shit like that in the rest of the house, so an old door tank. Oh, yeah, that's awesome. Fuck yeah. I'd have to bring him in and out in the wintertime if I had a tub or a pond or a tank I could put outside for him. By now, I would have to have him inside this time of year. Yeah, they like it cold, man. Um, we had a couple of black moors when I was a kid, and some regular like comet goldfish. But that was the fuck extent of my fish keeping experience. When my kid was born, um, we got him a 20-gallon, and we won some more common goldfish from the county fair. And I've never had goldfish live so long, not from the fair. Uh, these guys lived about 11 or 12 years. Um, but she had like 6 or 8 of them in a 40-gallon, and I needed a 40-gallon for a snake. And my buddy hit me up and asked me if I wanted a 150-gallon, and I wasn't interested in keeping fish at that point. And I'm like, that's too big for a snake, but I could probably trade my ex. And so then I got him the 150 for the goldfish, and yeah, they lived out the rest of their time in that thing. I tried to get it back, but she already sold it by the time I started keeping fish. Hi, Laren and Golden Guy. Yeah, just looking at my Oscar Pigpen. Sometimes he's more photogenic than others. There are 3 Raphael catfish in here with him, but they like to hide when the light's on. The biggest one, which is the most secretive, lives in this cave here. He came out right before lights out last night, which surprised me, but he's massive compared to the other ones. And there's one there just sticking his head out by the edge of the rock. You could see his mouth basically, but I thought the 3 of them would get all the leftover food from the Oscar, and they do a good job, but they don't quite get all of it. And they're they're trying. They got big bellies. I rarely have to throw food in specifically for the catfish. Maybe once a week, twice a week, I'll throw some bottom feeder pellets in there just to make sure they're eating, or to coax them out. Sometimes that'll get them out when the light is still on. I probably should turn out the plant lights behind me. The glare sucks. Yeah, he was about 1.5 inches, and I got him in April or May. And he's 9 inches now. They say he's supposed to do about 1 inch a month, but I think I was seeing 1.5 inches or better a month. He got big pretty quick. Seems to have leveled off though. He's not growing noticeably fast now. But every now and then I'll look at him and the realization hits me. Yo, what's up, Derek? That's my Oscar Pigpen. People say they like looking at him and listening to the sound of water falling back into the tank, so this is how I do it. He might be ready to grab a couple mealworms or something, but he definitely doesn't miss any meals. Yeah, it's nice to see the fish swimming, but he likes to swim a little bit and stop, swim a little bit and stop. He's notorious, well, the Oscars are notorious for rearranging their tank, and he's definitely made like a hollow spot there he likes to lay in. I was worried about him ripping these plants out, because they're basically just in there wedged between the rocks. He leaves them alone. He likes to sit behind them, so I think that's why he leaves them alone, but he'll fucking tear these up. My girlfriend said he was fucking biting the hose and trying to shake it the other night. I didn't see that. But once in a while, he'll get a wild hair up his ass and he'll fucking grab this and try to swim across the tank with it. I'll find it in the morning. This plant, which is what the roots are attached to, will be sideways in the water in the middle of the tank. He just looks at me like, I told you not to leave it there. But that too, it leans a little bit, but some days it leans more because I think he runs into it or tries to fucking move it. The lucky bamboo. Definitely an interesting fish to keep. Will you go after one of these dry shrimp? Maybe, yeah. You'll look at it and then swim away, right? They're not supposed to be picky. Alright, how about a couple mealworms then? Oh yeah, you'll grab those. I knew he probably wanted a treat. Compensation for using him as content. You want a couple more, buddy? You going after the shrimp? You should. It's good. Good for you. Come on, bud. You got some out there. You got some mealworms out there, dude. There you go. Yeah, grab that shrimp. Move that ring. You're gonna go over there now. Fine. Still got a mealworm out there, bud. And into the dark side. He hasn't moved. There's an old boy back there. Nope. Not today. Jasper, what's up, buddy? Not much up. That's why I'm here. Me and the fish. Who's currently being antisocial. But he's... Fuck, I don't know. You could even see in there. There he is. He's moping over there on the dark side. And there was a mystery snail on that. Or mystery snail, a fucking assassin snail on that pot, but he's gone. You want some more treats, fatty? Yep. He wants more treats. A few more dried mealworms. Eat that shrimp that's still in there. This species of fish is not supposed to be picky, but he's become quite picky. I mean, I bought him fucking scallops and shrimp. I've tried them on salmon, tilapia, cod, silver sides. Yeah, I mean, he's a basic tiger Oscar. I think naturally they're like a gray and black with a little bit of red, like the orange spot on the tail. Which they're very cool looking too, and they get pretty good size. But yeah, some just have more orange, I guess, and people bred them back in the day. But that's the most common one I've seen since I've known about them. And I was like 14, I think. The first time I saw one to know that's what it was. And someone told me, yeah, it's an Oscar. He didn't have as much orange, though. Like, he had that... where's my finger? There we go. He had... my buddies had this here. And a little bit... like on the lower half, a couple spots, but he's got quite, about perfect for me. I like how much he's got, and I like the orange edge of his fins. But it's almost like he knows I'm talking about him. They have them with more orange, and some that it's a redder color. They got yellow ones. I've seen all black ones. Someone in Vietnam is breeding. I don't know what they would cost to have one imported. But an all black one is pretty cool looking. No spot on the tail either. It's just solid black. But yeah, they got a bunch of different colors. They got long fin ones. They kind of look like giant betta fish. I'm not a big fan of the long fin ones, but some people like them. Now he's acting like a cat, just turning his ass to us. But yeah, there's 4 fish in this tank. Him and 3 that are altogether not as big as he is, hiding under the rocks. And I have to clean this more than every other tank. Well, he is a pretty good sized fish, so his shit's pretty big. And he destroys the food and leaves crumbs everywhere. What's the matter? You don't want to get that shrimp? Take it out. Back to the dark side. Ah, the fucking glare. Yeah, it's really fucking dark. He didn't like it when I put a light on that side. He got really temperamental about that. There's a mealworm up there too still. Well, yeah, most most animals are. I mean, there's some exceptions, of course, but hey, Bent Jesta, what's up? Well, I guess you've had enough fucking snacks, huh, dude? What's heck with the glare? Oh yeah, quite a fucking bit. Ugh. No, I didn't leave the magnet in there. Shit. No, really. With the glare. Oh, what? Did I freak you out, fucker? You didn't get all rushed out, so you can't be too fucking scared. Yeah. Hi, BB. How are you, sweetie? Oh, I'm good as can be expected. I was gonna try something. I don't know if they'll eat it. I'll just have to scoop it out if they don't. I know he'll maybe fuck with it, but oh, fantastic. It's not going the right way. Oh, he ate it. Are you gonna eat the whole fucking thing? No, he spit it out. I just threw an algae wafer in and he grabbed the whole thing and chewed on it for a minute and then spit it out, and now it's stuck. I was gonna see if the catfish, the big one, would eat it or come out of his hiding spot to get it, if he would be interested in it. If I can grab it, fuck's sake. Alright, I grabbed it. Now I just want to leave it right there. Nice. It worked. So, I put the little green algae wafer right there. I don't know if these guys will eat them, the catfish, but it's something that'll stay there, and I can keep looking back to see if it attracts him out at all. But he's pretty fucking big. He's half again as big as the other two. He came out right before I turned the lights off last night. But like I said, I don't know if they'll eat an algae wafer. No, he tried it. He spit it out. I don't know if the catfish will, but yeah, he grabbed it as soon as he saw it start sinking and floating to the bottom. But he spit it out after he, tried to chew it up for a second. It's the same color as the frozen pellet stuff I give him, so he probably thought it was one of those, but we don't have any of those at the moment. I was thinking about making something, grinding up some of the algae wafers into powder, some of the pellets, the shrimp, the dry fish I have, which he didn't like, which I just took a chance on because it was like $1. But grind up everything that I try to feed them. Some shrimp from the freezer, and then make little, I have to get one of them little silicone ice cube trays, but make my own little frozen food for them. I think he'll eat it if it's everything all together, all mushed into a paste and frozen. Maybe I can use that to get him back on eating shrimp and fish, and maybe get him to eat scallops. But yeah, I tried changing his diet up and giving him different stuff, and some things he just started refusing to eat. They're not supposed to be picky. Yeah, and as a whole, they're generally not. Oscars are generally not that picky. They have such a reputation for eating whatever. I was worried about people accidentally dropping things in the water and him eating it. Stuff he shouldn't. But then I had to end up putting him in my bedroom. He was going to go in the living room, but we needed space in the living room for other shit, so we just stuck him up here. Nobody's throwing nothing in there except for me. He scared Alley Cat when she tried to feed him by hand, and he was about half as big as he is now. And when he did that, that just turned her off from trying to feed him at all. I mean, he doesn't have big sharp teeth or nothing, but I guess it could be a little traumatizing. I turned the fucking plant lights out so the glare's not so bad. Can see him a little better when he comes over to the dark end of the tank. I gotta clean the glass again, but I do have to vacuum it again tomorrow anyway, so I'll do the whole thing. But this guy still just hangs out there. He won't come out though either. And the one that's usually back by the heater, he is back by the heater up at the top. I don't know. It probably, no, it won't come in. Yeah, I was hoping to make him able to be touched, but he don't like to be touched. Yeah, I can't get it on camera. It's dark back there. But yeah, he skimmed her finger a little bit, and she didn't like that at all. He scared her a couple of times too, splashing. He scared me. I thought he jumped the first time I heard him do it. I stood here for like 5 seconds solid, listening to hear if he was flapping around somewhere after I heard the splash. But at least 3 or 4 nights a week she'll tell me he made a noise after I fell asleep. It's cool though. She likes it. She never complains. She pretty much knows this is the biggest fish I'm gonna have. And she knows he's getting an upgrade at some point, so she's behind me. I gotta love her. Especially when I told her that would probably be the biggest fish tank we had. And then I got a 70 gallon after that one. You want a couple of pellets? No? I think I want to try sinking pellets. Sometimes he seems to go after stuff that sinks quicker than floating. But I think most of Allison's willingness to go along is just frugality. I didn't spend a whole lot of money other than on filters and collectively fish. But the tanks I tried to get as cheaply as I could, and did, really. I mean, the only one I paid full price for was the 20 gallon in a kit. I got the 40 half price. I got the 75 with the Oscar in it. I got this for $40 on Marketplace. Yeah, and the plants. I mean, she kind of fucked up and said one day, years ago, that she would love to have a house full of plants, like house plants. And I'm like, okay. I started with carnivorous plants, and got a few house plants, which turned into more and more. Now she's getting a little pissed at one plant in particular. It's next to the toilet, but I can move that soon, like probably tomorrow. But it's a monstera. It's fairly big, and it's starting to like touch her when she's on the toilet. It's taken 5 years to get that big though. So I do have a couple that are going to frighten me in a couple of years, but I can slim down the rest of the jungle a little bit to make room. They'll definitely cover the space. That monstera, from when I got another monstera that was supposed to be my kid's, but I didn't trust his mother to let him bring it to her house. So it's just been here, kind of growing feral. I'm gonna have to chop and prop that thing. Make some smaller plants and find somebody that wants them first, probably. Otherwise, I'll just repot the fucking thing. But yeah, some of them get kind of big and unruly. Some just get big. They're fairly, you kind of know what they're going to do. And they're only going to go, one way. So you can prepare for those ones. But some, they like to keep going. This thing here, I've cut this thing back so many times I can't even... I don't know how long, but I know just upstairs I can use about 5 gallons of water just for the plants that are up here and that are in dirt or orchid bark in the case of the orchids. But with filling the thing up, I got a 1 gallon watering can. I fill it up out of a 5 gallon water cooler jug that I save old fish tank water in. And I don't know, maybe a half an hour upstairs. It'd be an hour or so total. But mother-in-law generally takes care of downstairs because she has some down there too. But it doesn't take that long. Trying to move one that's kind of overgrown on that trellis, I want to take it down and restart it somewhere else, I think. But some of those are going to be a fucking nightmare to get off of there. There's probably like 12 or 15 feet of vines all told. But yeah, hell, just that one syngonium. It's kind of ratty now because of the lack of light, but I got to cut that down and start over. I really didn't want a couple of grow lights right above the bed though, so I didn't put any. I thought maybe lights on one end and lights on the other end and a window would help or be enough, but it wasn't. The leaves in between just didn't like it. But that's the same as this one. This is that syngonium, and it grows like crazy. I've cut this back a few times too. It's growing out of that planter there. This is another syngonium leaf. But yeah, that thing right there. But this thing, yeah, this it's a Rhaphidophora decursiva, it's called. It's a cool plant, but the fucking thing grows like crazy. Hi, Kathy. How you doing? Just bitching about plants that grow too big. That I kind of had an idea they were going to get big. I just didn't realize how fast. Good to see you too. Pigpen says hello. I don't know if you've seen him. He's been kind of in and out. It's kind of dark over there too, so he'll be back around. Yeah, we can kind of get a... No, they're definitely not. I know next year there's probably more than I have to repot, but I have to repot a few big ones next year in the spring probably. I was gonna wait till the Monstera broke the clay pot it's in, but I really like that pot. Alright, if you're not going to eat that little bit of food that's still left, I will remove it. Yeah, so far he hasn't destroyed these Anubias plants. He still terrorizes this. And Allison said she saw him attacking the hoses the other night. I haven't seen him attack the hoses, but I've seen him attack his reflection in the glass once or twice. But then I think he realized that that's all it was a reflection. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why he hasn't torn them up, but I'm not gonna question it because one day he might decide he don't like them anymore. I got an abundance of moss, and I want to find a long piece of driftwood that would fit from one end to the other in here that I could cover with the moss and see what he does with that. If he'll leave it alone or if he'll try moving it. Yeah, it would look cool. I got enough moss to cover a 4 foot chunk of wood, probably as thick as my forearm. A nice gnarly twisted piece at that. Just got to get out and get my kid to help me find one. Yeah, it would look awesome. And it would be big enough that when I transferred it into a bigger tank, when he gets an upgrade, that it would still look good and fit, the symmetry. I was gonna try to find something. Well, I have one, but it's kind of short for this tank. That would sit across it, but kind of dip into the water just a touch, or almost, not quite, maybe, and tie some of my orchids to it so that they weren't constantly wet, but the roots were either really close or just touching the water. And see how that goes with a couple of them anyway. If it don't work and they die, they die. But having a couple of flowering plants on top would look awesome. And I think an orchid is just about a good size. Some of the smaller ones I got, they won't outgrow the light. Like some of this stuff is growing up and around the light. I'm gonna have to figure something out eventually. I'm probably gonna end up having Corridora eggs tomorrow on the 40 gallon. I didn't change the water, but I did give it 5 gallons of a top off today. I kind of neglected it for a couple of days after I noticed it needed it. But usually they breed. I haven't had any spawn and live, but eventually I might try just saving some. Seeing if I can hatch them and raise them up. I'll put them in the 70 gallon with the ones that I have down there. If I'm successful. Looking at the vine or the roots, are you gonna get it? But I don't know if he likes it because it's a little bit of cover and he knows that it's a little bit of cover, but as long as he leaves them alone, I'm cool. But the piece of wood I have to do the orchids is a little bit short to sit across this tank, but it will sit across the one downstairs. And that would look good too. I could find another one for this if it works out with those ones. You just have to do it. What, you didn't want the food that was in there. Don't come swimming around. There's still some pellets and a couple mealworms in there anyway. I don't know if you want them, but you look like you're moping around for food. Hi Trisha, how you doing? It's good to see you. And you're gonna go hide again. I'm good. Pigpen's good. Everyone's good. Can't complain. All right, Kathy, enjoy. Yeah, sometimes you don't until you feel better. Yeah, I hope so too, man. For like, yeah, that's scary shit. God damn. Not much. Not much. God damn, not much. Here. Fuck. Here. Uh, here. I'm fucking dropping pellets. I don't. Uh, I haven't in a while. Um, Pretty much since my kid's been old enough to be like, Dad, I just want to go with my friends. Yeah, yeah. Um, the town I used to live in's got a development around a reservoir. It's kind of a shallow lake, but people still like living around it. Uh, but one end of it is some really high end homes, and they're all kind of in competition at Halloween and Christmas for decorating, so that you get some pretty good uh, Halloween displays in people's yards. So you could drive for a few blocks, a few square blocks, and see some really cool shit. Oh, that's cool as hell. Yeah, yeah. A lot of people do that just to make sure no one's getting run over crossing the street. I remember my brothers had someone steal their candy and just grab it and run one year. So they would have two bags, and they would stuff the candy bag in their jacket, and they would carry a bag full of like rocks, basically, and just enough to give it some weight and look like something was in there. So if someone came running up, they would snatch the bag of rocks instead of their bag of candy. Yeah, no, it's not the same. Like, I love taking my kid the first time he was old enough to really enjoy Halloween. Some of them fucking houses scared him. But he got over that shit really quick. Then he really got into it. But yeah, now he after that first Halloween and the first little haunted haunted house thing he went to. He was fairly young when he wanted to go through that, and it was kind of small, so I thought it would be all right. But it was pretty good. Uh, he's been very hard to scare, very unimpressed with most horror movies. Yeah, you see some cool costumes. That's for sure. Yeah, well, see, you buy candy regardless, but you know you're not going to be home. You're going to be out with the kid trick or treating. So even if she does give it all away, you know, you guys still got a stash at home. And then since you're buying it, you could just buy all your favorites too. That's what I used to do. Hell, when we were little, my grandma had a friend for shit life pretty much. And she would go and buy so much candy to give out for Halloween. And she would never, you know, her all her grandkids all got big handfuls and shit. But at the end of the night, she still had all this candy, and she didn't want to keep it, you know, because she would end up eating it, and it was like, you know, 10 or 15 pounds worth of candy. So she would make sure my mother brought my little brothers over there before she went home at the end of the night. Like, that would make sure I'm your last stop, and she would fill up a fucking uh, pillowcase about half full for all four of them. Yeah, yeah, you don't want any of the icky stuff. Yeah, she didn't want to have it in the house to tempt herself, so. And she was a pretty big lady. She didn't, you know, she didn't mind eating seconds. But best cook. She could cook like hell. She was a sweetheart, though. Give all of us. I mean, you didn't even have to go trick or treating. All you had to do was stop by her house about 9 o'clock. You could get a whole bag of candy without doing shit. Yeah, I like those too. I remember losing a filling or two eating those when I was a kid. It's weird here. We're on a little dead end. There's only like 3 houses on my street. And one year, the stepson went all out and decorated the shit out of the house, and got a bunch of candy, uh, and sat here all night waiting for someone to knock on the door. I think he got 2 or 3 kids, and they were the immediate neighbor and his little buddies. But like shit, I'm a fat kid. I didn't mind. You got 2 humongous bowls of candy. I'll take one. Yeah, we we used to ride our bikes from one development over to another one about 2 miles away. But yeah, we would rake in candy on Halloween. Have to start early though, because they were big. But um, after one real big one, the parents get kind of tired. But when you're old enough to go off on your own, jump on your bike and ride from the one to the other one, come back with a big backpack full of candy. I would buy a fucking 100 different costumes and hit your mom's house with every one of them, Jasper. I remember one year my sister fucking hit a house or a street with some of her friends, and she wouldn't tell us, but like 5 out of the houses were giving out full-size candy bars, and she would not tell us where the fucking houses were. All right, Bella, hold on. I don't need you trying to slide down this fucking stairs. Alright, got the old girl safely down the stairs. Oh, hell yeah. Anybody that gives you free candy is a friend indeed. I remember I was renovating this guy's house, and I noticed he had like 4 boxes of Girl Scout cookies unopened, still sealed, like full big cardboard boxes full of different cookies. And I'm like, hey Pete, how much for some cookies? I'm like, what are those, leftovers or what are they? He's like, yeah, they're leftovers, man. He's like, hold on, and he gave me like 3 boxes of every kind of cookie he had in there. Yeah, Pete was my favorite customer ever. I'm like, cool, how much a box? He's like, nothing, man, take them. He's like, they're just sitting there. He's like, actually, I'm going to start asking everybody who comes over if they want some. I'm like, well, bro, I'll take more. Like, you can give me a whole fucking box if you want to. Like, straight up, I'm not even fucking embarrassed to say I'll eat half of that shit probably before I get home. I don't know if I wrote the recipe down or if I just saved it in my shit on YouTube, but oh yeah, Brooklyn, my Aunt Kathy makes amazing zucchini bread. But it's banana nut bread cookies. I'm gonna try those. But God, I can't decide a favorite cookie. Yeah, I made some the fuck was that? Strawberry cheesecake stuffed cookies. And they came out really good, but man, they were a pain in the fucking ass. Stuffing a cookie, it sounds just exactly as much fun as it is. Like, fuck. I don't know. I don't know if either. I didn't let it. I don't think I had it in the refrigerator long enough. I probably should have put it in the freezer for a half an hour before I started fucking with it, the filling part. But they were really good. Hey, Blue. I made. I think it was chocolate. I don't know. Oh, the chocolate and espresso cookies. Those were probably my favorite. And every one I made tweaking the recipe to get the coffee part right, the espresso part right. Yeah, I made. It was basically double chocolate chip cookies, but I went light on the cocoa powder and heavy on the instant espresso. And I put the 2 cups of chocolate chips and a cup of like caramel bits. They were really fucking good. I started adding the caramel bits to everything too. And then I discovered how to make brown butter, and I made them all with that also. So it was like taking extra fucking time. I was making my own butter for a little bit once Allison got the fucking KitchenAid anyway. Yeah, everybody got spoiled for a while. They've been telling me lately, you gotta start making some cookies, man. You gotta make some more cookies. Like, bro, I made like 4 fucking dozen one night, and 2 days later, they're gone. Like, gone. 2 different kinds. Gone. Just gone. Yeah, yeah. Alley Cat's been talking about making bread. She likes fucking around with the bread. I do well, not everything else, but the cookies. Um, I made lemon pound cake. That was really good. I should make another one of those. Um, oh yeah. I made candied orange peel and put that in with oatmeal raisin cookies with the candied orange peel. Those things were fucking awesome too. Yeah, they were really fucking good. The lemon pound cake was really good too. I probably could have tweaked it with a little bit more lemon, but it was good. Yeah, I'll have to get my notebook. Because every one I made sure to write down the recipe. Yeah, I don't know. It might that does sound hit or miss, Trisha. Yeah, yeah, lemon bars are good. I mean, I like lemon meringue pie. That's probably one of my favorite top three pies ever. Yeah, it could. It could very well taste like he just licked the fucking freshly pledged table. Yeah, he's a bit of a prima donna. Like he'll come into frame, and sometimes he'll stay there for a little while, and then he'll get sick of being looked at. Yeah, yeah. I could eat a bowl full of just the lemon curd. Really. Yeah, he's definitely got a bit of an attitude. I don't know what your problem is. Yeah, make him self-conscious. Try to trick him over by dipping my finger in the water, but he's like, you ain't fooling me, Jack. Yeah, go get those pellets you didn't eat before. Nope. Eyeball them and swim away. Prick. Oh, now I'm gonna have to try to get that soggy fucking algae wafer out of there. He didn't come out and eat it. But that's his little hollow. I've seen him laying in there doing that fucking fin shake and stuff to get the sand off the bottom. Kind of surprised he doesn't have one on the dark side also. That might just be because of the TV being on. It blocks the light being on that side. Once the light's out, has happened, the TV stays on for a while. Yeah. Yeah, I said last time I was live, it's gotta feel like paparazzi, like that one annoying bastard that's outside every time you leave the house or a club or any building. Get out of your car. Like, why the fuck are you always looking at me? And then some days he acts like just look at me, like, hey. And then he switches in between some days too. He's definitely anything but predictable. Ah, you found them couple of mealworms though. Oh, now you're fucking with them. What? Just to break them up and spit them out onto the ground? Yeah, sometimes, Blue, that's exactly it. Especially if he's fucking hungry. Like this morning when I turned the lights on, or before I even turned the light on, he came swimming up to the glass at the surface of the water, kind of looking at me expectantly. So I'm like, alright, I usually turn the lights on below him first. But I turned his on and gave him some food, and he snubbed it and went back over and hid in the dark. And then, like, I don't know, 10 minutes later, he came over and ate it when I wasn't paying attention. He's definitely a character. I wish it came through better how how big he really is. I mean, in relation like that, he looks kind of small, but he's kind of big. Looking at him. Well, maybe Pigpen. Yeah, it's definitely a safe space. All right, Bella. I gotta go get Bella. I'll be right back again. You were rather enthusiastically telling me to hurry the fuck up, Bella. Yeah. Maybe rude, but definitely smart. I don't know. We got to get like 2 of each usually, because if it's really good, I'm probably going to eat a whole one. And then if it's really good and it's going to be something we get again, we'll get one for the house and one for me. That's diabolical, Trisha. That sounds like he likes the one you don't like, but he still likes the one you do like better. I mean, should at least finish his. Yeah. Yep. Oh, shit. Not smoking cards, are you? No,
I carjacked them. I just got pain paper.
Ah. Yo, what's up, East Coast Ghost? How's it going, bro? Just hanging out, shooting the shit, looking at the fish tank and the fish occasionally. I remember uh, when Bella was a little bit younger, about 6 years ago, 7 years ago, uh, something went missing from Alley Cat's nightstand. And I'm like, I bet it was Bella. I think it was like drank her coffee or ate something that was sitting next to the coffee, but or both. I can't remember exactly what it was, but the night table, the nightstand was just close enough for her to get her front paws over and get her head in the coffee. And I'm like, well, I think Bella did. She's like, how the fuck could Bella do it? Because the cup was moved too. It was closer to the edge of the table because when she was drinking it, she was moving backwards with her head. But she she's she literally thought I went and drank her coffee. And she's like, the dog couldn't have done it. I'm like, well, how the fuck do you mean the dog couldn't have done it? But yeah. And then she was skeptical of that until she saw her do that. Yeah, she loves going for rides, Trisha. But when you get to where you're going, say you're just running down to the gas station to, get gas and some chips or something, and she'll get there, and now the yard, the parking lot, the whole outside of the gas station is now her yard. So if she gets out, uh, she'll run up to everybody that's outside of their car and bark at them like they're trespassing. So if you take her for a ride, she's awesome in the car. But when you stop, you got to make sure you hold on to. Well, now she'll probably just stay in the car. She's really old, but you'd have to hold on to her and make sure she didn't get out, and then do your business at the gas station. But she loves riding. Get right in the car. Rubble, he gets car sick before I even get out of the neighborhood. People are telling me, you could break him of that. I'm like, yeah, man. I tried 3 or 4 times, but I'm tired of cleaning up puke before I even get the fuck up, 2 blocks away from home. He doesn't like it. I'm not going to continue to stress him out. My dog Ringo used to love to ride in the truck. Like, he could standing jump into the back of an F-350 with the tailgate up. He was a big dog. And when I put him in a truck, I would have to put 2 chains on him and a harness and hook him into the 2 corner tie downs in the truck so he couldn't go too far to one side or the other, because when you stop, he would try to jump out. If he saw something while you were moving, he would try to jump out. He was a fucking terror if he was in the car, because he would be trying to get in the front seat, and he was 160 pounds, so it was hard to keep this bastard from getting on your lap while you're driving down the road. And then it was hard to drive when he did get on your lap. Yeah, that'll deter him, bud. Yeah, Ringo would scare people too, cause like they would pull in their big old work truck, and this fucking dog would leap right in the window to go for a ride. Cause they're slowing down to stop at the yard at the house, and yeah, scare the shit out of a lot of fucking big burly dudes. He was friendlier than all hell though, so I was never worried about him biting anybody. Unless he tried to break in the house, but then he was a different animal. But he just wanted to go for a ride. Big dopey bastard. Oh, they're gonna lose a lot of business doing that shit. I ain't trusting them fucking idiots to pick my meat or produce. I don't know, man. As many people that use that, my local Walmart is always fucking packed. Like I said, there's a lot of shit I would order online, but produce and meat is not one of them. Yeah, I know that, but there's still so many people that shop there in person. And I don't know why they don't do the 24-hour delivery anymore. I miss shopping at fucking 2 o'clock in the morning for groceries with nobody else in the store. I loved that shit. Yeah, bro, around here, like, they got everything behind doors. Not everything is locked up, but everything's behind doors now. It's only a step away from the fucking locking it up. But you might be surprised. I mean, might not be surprised either. But a determined motherfucker can get out of Walmart with a lot of expensive meat if he knows what he's doing. Yeah, and the dude, one piece of fucking meat could be $40, bro. I don't know about down there, but up here, shit's fucking expensive. Oh yeah, dude. Yep. Yeah. Crazy. I think I'm gonna start trying to trap the fucking woodchucks in my yard and the squirrels. Yeah, bro. I used to know a guy that did that shit. He did it when he lived up here. He moved to North Carolina. He did it down there. He was notorious in North Carolina. Every bar within 3 fucking towns of where we lived would not let him in because he was always trying to sell meat or fucking like Advil. He would steal a shitload of Advil and like back pain shit, over the counter stuff. Oh yeah, trap the squirrels, the woodchucks. I mean, I live close to an urban area, but we're rural enough that we have wildlife here. I could get turkeys and deer also. You just need a silent way to acquire them. But yeah, if you catch enough squirrels, you can make stew. Probably get two and make a sandwich. Why are you restless, Bella? Yeah, I'm gonna have to remember that too. Come on, Bella. You're making me nervous, getting all under my feet. You're a little black dog in a dark room. Oh, you done being looked at, fish? Kind of look like you're pouting over there. Oh, what do you think we're talking about, you? Oh, fucker. You think we're talking about you, dude? Come real close and then turn sideways. Hopefully we can see how orange the front of your eye is. All right, Craig. Good to see you, bro. Thanks for stopping in. Definitely get that. You might want to eat and then adjust the attitude. But however you want to do it, bro. Have a good night, man. Yeah, I only got a few more minutes too. I gotta head out and get Alley Cat. I'm just saying, if I smoke and then eat, I'm gonna go right to fucking bed. But then again, maybe that's the plan, saying that's how you laid it out. But if I eat and then smoke, then I'll at least get my socks and shoes off before I fall asleep. Oh, stepping on my foot, Bella. Now I can't move. Okay. Good girl. Fucking ceiling fan. Should know to stay ducked by the ceiling fan, huh, Bella? All right, Tricia, I'll see you around. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, so I know, girls. I know. You're old. Yeah. You're just old girls. Oh, stinky breath. Old girl with stinky breath. Likewise, BB, it's always good to see you. Oh, Bella. You want to say hello, Bella? Maybe. Oh, fuck. There. You want to say hello? Oh, girls. Oh, blind cataract girl. Yes. Oh, no. Oh, that's old girls. Brooklyn says hi, Bella. Oh, I know. She only likes scratches certain places. Oh, under the chin is one of them. All right, Bella, come on. Yeah, you hear the noise? Oh, this old girl. All right, here. Oh, yeah, I don't want to run my fucking head into that again. All right, people. I guess I'll say goodnight right now then. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. It was good seeing all of you. I'll try to do a regular stream next time, Blue. Have a good night, everybody.